Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to online class of social science. So, students, as you know that we have completed our history portion, and today we will start geography of social science. We already completed till chapter 4 of geography, and today we shall proceed with chapter 5. And the name of the chapter is water. In this video, we will understand the importance of water, and we will learn about the water cycle and about the temperature of the ocean water, and also about the major water bodies and tides. So let's start. So, students, first of all, you tell me that can you imagine a day without water? What if the tap runs dry and the river and lakes dry up? How would we carry out our daily activities without water? Yes, so water cannot be replaced. Yes, and it is an essential for the existence of all life forms on earth. And the presence of water makes water a unique planet. And it also connects all living organism in an ecosystem. And water is essential for numerous human activities and for the development of the nation too. Yes, so the most essential purpose of water is for drinking. And safe water and basic sanitation can prevent water related disease like diarrhea and diarrhea like which kills like 1.6 million people annually and is mainly caused by drinking impure water. Okay, so improved water supply can reduce mortality rate by 20%, while improved sanitation cuts it by 37.5%. Okay, then like the earth. Yes, as you know that earth is called as a blue planet. Why? Because most of the earth's surface is covered with water. Yes, and what it makes, it's so precious and a highly valued gift of nature. Besides drinking water is used for washing and cooking and many more things. And water is also used to irrigate crops and lawns, then also to clean houses and to operate heating system also. So most industries need water to operate. So two-thirds of the earth is covered with water, and most of it is saline. Saline means salty. Okay, and this March 22 is celebrated as World Water Day. March 22. So when we need to conserve water in reinforcement different way. Okay. Then next we have is water cycle in nature. See this water cycle, the movement of water from hydrosphere to the atmosphere and then to the lithosphere and the biosphere and back to the hydrosphere is known as the water cycle. Okay, means the movement which start from the hydrosphere to atmosphere and then to the lithosphere and again to the biosphere and back to the hydrosphere is known as water cycle. And this water cycle is one of the nature's most important process. Yes, like water evaporates into the atmosphere, falls on the earth as rain or snow, and then the uh, flow back into the ocean to begin the water cycle again. So energy to keep the cycle moving smoothly comes from the sun. Okay, so as you know that rain is the primary source of fresh water. Yes, and it feeds rivers, lakes, and groundwater resources, which are secondary sources of water. And this, which are secondary sources of water, the journey of water starts as it evaporates from the saline ocean and sea and enter the atmosphere. Okay, enter the atmosphere as vapor to form clouds. So this cloud then cool, condense and finally precipitate in the form of rain, and rain, or we can say snow, hail over the land. So this natural process brings to us fresh or sweet water that bring life to the earth. Yes, as you can see here, from condensation to precipitation, then water runoff, then evaporation. Then again it, like from evaporation it goes to runoff water, then it precipitation, then it forms to condensation. Again it's back condensation to evaporation, evaporation to runoff water, then evaporation. Okay, so this is all water cycle. So how this water cycle is being distributed, like in ocean, 97.3 saline water, we have 97.3% of water is saline. Okay, then how we can conserve the water? We can conserve the water how? By practicing the rainwater harvesting, and like fix leak tapes, and don't let them run off when not in use, and like avoid wastage of water at home, and the cut of the water supply to any areas in the home that is not in use, or like use rainwater to water the plants in the house, and never throw this water away, use it for some other purpose. Okay, and also spread awareness among the people. Then next we have is ocean circulation. Movement that occur in ocean can be categorized as waves, tides and currents. See, this ocean make up about 71% of the earth's surface and are connected to each other. And these oceanic water are interspersed with many smaller marine bodies like seas, gulfs and bays. Okay, so this water we can see in the world map, and the locate various smaller marine bodies that lie between the ocean. Okay, then we have is number one is waves. Water on the surface of the ocean rises and falls alternatively. See this, like sometimes this earthquake and volcanic activities deep down the ocean floors give rise to the gigantic waves. Okay, and this cause the like flow of the water. Okay, and how this waves forms? When this during the storm the winds blowing at a very high speed from huge waves. Okay, then an earthquake or a volcanic eruption or the underwater landslides can shift large amount of ocean water from here to there. Then as a result of huge tidal waves called tsunami that can be high as 115 meter is formed. Like tsunami, when these earthquake and volcanic activities deep down the ocean floor give rise to the gigantic waves, these waves are called the tsunamis. Okay, the largest tsunamis was 150-meter high, and these waves travel at a speed of more than 700 kilometer per hour. Okay, the next is oceanic currents. Streams of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface is defined direction. See, these ocean currents, when ocean currents are like the large rivers flowing within the ocean from one place to another. Okay, and they move in a clockwise direction in northern hemisphere and in an anti-clockwise direction in southern hemisphere. So this is because the earth is spherical in shape and it rotates like eastwards. Okay, and this makes water and wind deflect to the high or right in the north hemisphere and to the left in southern hemisphere. So this is called as the like Coriolis effect. Okay. Then next we have is tides. So see these tides. These tides are the periodic rise and fall of the sea level, usually twice a day. In a particular place is known as tides. Okay, and these tides are caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun and the earth rotations. When the gravity of the moon pull the earth at a particular location and the high tide oceans. Okay, so when it releases its pull, the water level comes down and the low tides occurs. And this when this low tides occur, these exceptionally high tides. And these exceptionally high tides are caused during the full moon and the new moon days. And these such tides are called as the spring tides. Okay, when these high tides are caused because of the full moon and the new moon days, these tides are called as spring tides. Okay, and it helps the ships to arrive at the harbor more easily. And also it helps in the navigation and fishing due to high tides. Okay, then neap tides. Neap tide is what, like when the moon is in its first and the last quarter, exceptionally low tides occurs, and this low tides is called as neap tide. Okay, like and it helps in the electricity generation. Okay, now what is this like how these tides are important for us? This like tides have their great commercial importance, especially for fishing and shipping industry. Okay, like the heavy freighters uh, can enter shallow ports only at the high tide when the water is deepest, and the fishing boats are also subject to the rise and fall of tidal waters. And this tidal energy, which can be harnessed during high tide, is an eco-friendly source of water and energy which never gets exhausted. Okay, so this is all about the chapter 5 water. And I just want to recall something, like as you know that earth is called the blue planet because most of its water body is covered with water. Yes, then again we came to know about the most of the earth's waters are saline and found in the ocean and sea. Like 97% of the water on the earth are saline, and only 3% of water is a fresh for drinking. Okay, and that this we also came to know about the movement of water from the hydrosphere to the atmosphere, and then to the lithosphere and to the biosphere and back to the hydrosphere is known as a water cycle. And also we came to know about this like ocean makes up about 70%, 71% of the earth's surface. And we know about the like this um high tides are caused during the full moon and the new moon days. Such tides are called as spring tides, and when the moon is in is the first and the last quarter, this is called as neap tide. So yes, so this is all about chapter 5. Thank you, and hope it was useful to you. Let us meet again in the next chapter. Thank you.